Hi, I'm Adam Thompson from Ray White 360 Property Management. Today I'm joined from Adam Gordon, the Director of All Clear Services. Today we're just going to talk quickly about the Healthy Homes, which is coming into play very soon in the near future. So there's a couple of things that we want to point out to you before we send you too much information on it and get you lost. We just want to point out the key points of the timelines and the things that we're going to be covering off. Adam, what are the 5 things that we're going to be covering off?
So the 5 categories of healthy homes are heating, insulation, ventilation, draft stopping, and moisture ingress and drainage. So those are the 5 categories of healthy homes. In terms of the timelines you mentioned, obviously we don't have a lot of time on our hands here. The new and renewed tenancies need to be compliant by the 1st of July 2021. So we've got we've got less than 2 years to go on that journey around compliance.
Okay, so what's the first, there's a date also in there about the 2020?
Yes, so
1st of July, what's happening by then?
So the 1st of July 2020, all new and renewed tenancy agreements have to have a statement of compliance. So it doesn't necessarily mean that those properties have to be compliant, but it means that they need to indicate where they're at in terms of that compliance journey.
So that statement of compliance needs to basically address those 5 topics that we talked about before. It needs to tell us where we stand. Doesn't mean you have to have it done, but then the next step is another 12 months later, July 2021, and that means that within 90 days of any new or renewed tenancies, you have to be compliant by then. So that means that all of these topics that are coming in have to be addressed and complied with by then.
That's right.
So what Adam and the team at All Clear have is a service where they can do a report where they can report to you on all 5 of these things that are coming into play in the very near future and give you a recommendation around what you need with an unbiased view on it, so that you can get independent quotes on the work over a time that suits you. And what we can get out of that, once we've got the report, then we can actually assess what you need to do in the coming few months, and then look at the different quotes around those things instead of going out and trying to get a makeshift option or having a guess at doing a certain thing like a heat pump and then finding out it's the wrong size. Once you need to be providing a report with your tenancy agreements, and we might as well get it right from the start. I think it's really good value and it's unbiased, and it's not like the insulation industry and everything. We did see that almost double over the last 12 months from when it was first introduced. We want to be proactive on this and we want to start looking at it. So the first step we can suggest is getting a report done, and then we can put a timeline in place to make sure that you are compliant within the time.
Right, yeah. So I think the key messages here are timing is everything. The more visibility you have of that compliance journey, the better.
Yep.
Leaving things to the last minute makes no sense whatsoever. And I think our key message is talk to your Ray White property manager. They're a wealth of information that can help you on the journey.
Cool, awesome. Thanks Adam, thanks for joining us today.
Pleasure.
And we'll be in touch with some further information.